Okay, let's look at Standard 20, Substandard E. Explain the role of geography on the U.S. containment policy, the Korean War, the Bay of Pigs, the Cuban Missile Crisis, and the Vietnam War. A lot of that stuff we've been talking about already, and our focus is on geography, the geography of containment, stopping the spread of communism. Part of the Cold War, here's what we're looking at is the geography of the Cold War, containment. Focus is here on geography. Political and social interactions, domestic impact of the World War, and geography as well. So, geography of containment. First, we talked about NATO. There's NATO countries in blue, and the Warsaw Pact in red shows the geography of containment through Europe, the United States, and Canada, and South America, and Africa, and Australia, and New Zealand over here. So, there's some geography there we looked at. And then the Korean War, we talked about the 38th parallel. Okay, if you leave way down here the equator and you start heading north, you hit Vietnam first. That's the 17th parallel. But if you keep going north easterly, you'll hit Korea. And on the 38th parallel, it's a little bit higher number. The equator starts at a 0. By the time you get to Vietnam, it's 17. When you get up here to Korea, it's the 38th parallel. There's some geography. That's a picture of containment there on a geographic map in Korea. 38th parallel is the 38th line of latitude. That's what we're looking at here. Then the Bay of Pigs was important because it's right here. It's so close to Florida. 90 miles from Florida here. Same thing with the Cuban Missile Crisis, but with a little twist to it. The Cuban Missile Crisis, it was the medium-range ballistic missiles and long-range ballistic missiles on the island of Cuba that could, within a few minutes, medium-range, long-range missiles attack the United States at any place with nuclear warheads. Soviet Union and Cuba with Fidel Castro. Vietnam War, we talked about, was at the 17th parallel. Here's a different one. The 17th parallel is 17th line of latitude. South Vietnam here, Saigon, and then there's North Vietnam up there. By 1975, all of Vietnam fell to communism under Ho Chi Minh. Okay, that's the only difference between that and Korea. Korea's at the 38th parallel. This one's at the 17th parallel. Korea is still split at the 38th parallel, but this one is not. This one is entirely one country. Okay. Alright, and that is it. That is the geography of containment. Explain the role of geography of U.S. containment policy, Korean War, Bay of Pigs, Cuban Missile Crisis, and Vietnam War. If you have any questions, ask in class. Good luck on the quiz test, EOCT.